Our democracy can only thrive if we have an electoral system in place that ensure that election is free, fair, transparent, and credible. It is only on the basis of having a credible election that you can have a leadership that can claim to possess qualities of integrity. It is to the knowledge of all discerning minds that our country today has just in the last few months concluded its national election. Controversies trail this election where candidates have questioned in a number of respects the integrity and transparency of those elections. I was one of those who stand by the fact that the National Assembly elections conducted in Kaduna Central that purport to present a winner of the APC was rigged, was fraudulent, and was marred by massive irregularities. I stand on this based on the fact that the election was from the onset geared towards removing some of us from our seats and implanting a stooge and a lackey. Well, constitutionally, the best place to challenge the credibility of any election when you are wrong is the tribunal, which we have done that. Our leaders cannot claim to be men and women of integrity once they decided to rig themselves to the position of power. Integrity is founded on a leadership that comes through a legal, lawful, and legitimate process. The elections that took place in Kaduna was neither free, nor fair, nor credible. Like I've said, is going to be an update since we are now in the tribunal. What I want to use this press conference to disclose was the fact that the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has decided to use Governor El Rufai's personal lawyer as their own legal counsel. As an independent umpire, that is abnormal and suspicious. And it in every way proves our suspicion of collusion between the governor of this state and the Independent National Electoral Commission. The said personal lawyer of the governor is called A.U. Mustafa and Co. That very lawyer remains the personal lawyer of Governor El Rufai. Right now, in the last 1 year, that lawyer is the one defending El Rufai in a case of defamation which Nasiru filed against me in 4 courts in Kaduna State. In Court 2, in Court 3, in Court 5, and in Court 1. AU Mustafa is the personal lawyer of Nasir El Rufai, is now being hired by INEC to defend it in a case where El Rufai is a party. Now, AU Mustafa is not only a lawyer standing for El Rufai in a case between me and him. AU Mustafa is a lawyer standing for El Rufai in a case between Union Newspaper Idibia and Nasir El Rufai. AU Mustafa is the same lawyer standing in the case between Nasir El Rufai and Dr. Detti. In all the cases for more than 15 years that Nasir El Rufai has been instituted, it's the same AU Mustafa that always presented himself in court. We have documents with us here to prove that AU Mustafa is a personal lawyer to Nasir El Rufai. How ethical is it for an INEC that said it has conducted a free, fair, and credible election, and for the fact that we have filed a petition, and for that very INEC to hire the services of a governor who himself has been sued in a court of law, challenging his own very election? We may not conclude, we are not going to challenge the legality of hiring AU Mustafa, but we need to bring it to public attention and public notice. We also need to bring it to public court, for the court to know and for public to ask questions. Why should INEC, out of all the lawyers we have in Nigeria, have none to hire other than El Rufai's lawyer? We are going to prove our case in court. We have been allowed access to materials, and the massive rigging that we have been able to document from those materials will be presented when the time is right at the tribunal. We know that tribunal has a time limit of 90 days to exist, and we will not be dragged into the delay tactics of those who rig this election. We will go further to prove our point that my votes were not counted, my votes were suppressed, my vote were suppressed, and the declaration that was made was against all the principles of fairness, of justice,